these chairs?
Okay, there's
Like literally on the left over here. Is it the lady in the pink?
freaking grandpa. I think that's my grandpa. I think. Have a good view in here. Oh, I see. Oh, yeah. Your dad and Tina's dad are next to each other. Yeah, I see.
I'm dying.
I don't want to be right in front of the mic. I know. I want to make the cops picture. I think I'm like, I hate how this works. Oh, yes. Thought I felt like a clearance.
Oh my god, this is a
I
rain
saw
wing.
him.
This is a rain wing.
They say, wait, bro, I have an all.
I see my mom's dressed up.
Yeah. Hopefully not on a full screen. Really sucking. Oh, we're starting.
Good evening, and welcome to the Mount Olive High School Class of 2026 graduation ceremony. I'm Andreas Ochoa.
And I'm Jillian Muscatella. The times we had and the memories we've shared as high school students all come to a close tonight. Congratulations, we did it.
Please rise for the presentation of colors by Mount Olive High School's Air Force Senior ROTC Color Guard. And remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance led by Evan Bone and Jace Otis, the singing of our national anthem and alma mater by the Mount Olive High School Senior Vocal Ensemble.
Junior Ira Davis is the American Sign Language interpreter for the national anthem.
Color Guard.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
One, two.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet
Please be seated and enjoy the senior vocal ensemble performance of a special song selection written by Mr. Matthew Vanzini.
May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sunshine warm upon your face, and the rains fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of His hand. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sunshine warm upon your face, and the rains fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of His hand. May God hold you in the palm of His hand.
At this time, we would like to introduce Class of 2026 member Danielle Kapsaba.
It gives me a great deal of pleasure to welcome our honored educators this evening. These individuals were selected by our seniors because they have positively impacted our journey throughout our schooling. Would all of our honored educators please rise? Join us in giving them a huge round of applause. Thank you.
At this time, we would like to recognize the members of each Honor Society. Business Honor Society President Pranati Gopal, Communication Honor Society senior members James Delos Reyes and Adam Sweeney, International Thespian Honor Society President Chloe Winters, Kitty Hawk Air Society Commander Sierra Ferreira, National Art Honor Society senior co-president Agnes Gessie Benjamin Kennedy, National English Honor Society President Ariana Held.
I would also like to recognize National Honor Society President Andres Ochoa, National Math Honor Society Vice President Aaron Klein, National Rho Kappa Honor Society Treasurer and Vice President Dylan Volpe and Litzy Mateo, Science National Honor Society President Abigail Stewart, Tri-M Honor Society President Zoya Vaidya, and World Language Honor Society Secretary Sierra Hung.
We have the distinct pleasure of introducing the members of our senior class who earned the Honor Society membership. Would the members of the National Business Honor Society please stand to be recognized?
I'm James Delos Reyes, and this is Adam Sweeney, and as co-presidents of the Communications Honor Society, we are honored and privileged to have led the creative work in our school's media department.
Throughout the year, we had the opportunity to work with a multitude of nonprofit organizations, such as the police and fire departments, along with 11th Hour Rescue, to help bring light to their independent causes. Thank you all for your support and those who worked with us.
Would the members of International Thespian Society please stand to be recognized?
Would members of the Kitty Hawk Honor Society please stand to be recognized?
Would members of the National Art Honor Society please stand to be recognized?
Would the members of the National English Honor Society please stand to be recognized?
Will the members of the National Honor Society please stand to be recognized?
Would the members of the National Math Honor Society please stand to be recognized?
Will members of the National History Honor Society please stand to be recognized?
Would members of the Science National Honor Society please stand to be recognized?
Would members of the Tri-M Music Honor Society please stand to be recognized?
Would the members of the World Language Honor Society please stand to be recognized?
At this time, we invite members of the class of 2026 who will be entering military service to please stand and be recognized.
At this time, I am especially proud to introduce our salutatorian, Angela Davis.
Good evening and welcome parents, families, teachers, faculty, and most importantly, the graduating members of 2026. My name is Angela Davis and it is an honor to be standing before you all on one of the most important accomplishments of our lives. When we were younger, 2026 seemed like an eternity away, but after years of homework assignments, late nights, and hundreds spent on Dunkin' iced coffees, this day has finally come. And even still, it feels surreal. Today is the first step into our futures and a celebration of everything we have achieved, but it can be easy to forget that today is also one of gratitude. I would first like to thank our teachers, whose dedication and enthusiasm in their subjects has inspired us to continue learning. Their commitment to ensuring their students' success does not go unnoticed and is something we remember for the rest of our lives. I'd like to take this opportunity to acknowledge a teacher of mine whose kindness and compassion have not only stuck with me throughout the years, but also shaped me into the person I am today. Thank you to Mrs. Iacampo, my third grade teacher, who is my honored guest sitting before us tonight. Every time I get to see you, yes. Every time I get to see you, I always manage to leave our conversation learning something new with a smile on my face. I will never forget the time that I ran into you at ShopRite late after school with my dad, and you gave me a mini lesson on coins and how to pay for items. Hopefully, when we speak after this, you can teach me how to stop spending so much money. But in all seriousness, thank you again. Our parents play an undeniable role in who we are today. Our values, work ethics, personalities, and accomplishments. They have made so many hidden sacrifices for us. whether that may be always putting their children first before themselves, leaving their home countries to ensure their child has better opportunities than they did, or sneaking out of work early and risking their job just to attend a sports gamer ceremony. To all of the parents in the crowd, thank you for raising such amazing students, and your sacrifices do not go unnoticed. Thank you to my father, who is the most important person in my life. Your hard work and constant encouragement has given me the determination to always strive for success and has kept me going even throughout the hardest of times. I don't know what I would do without you. Thank you to my stepmom, whose kindness and attentiveness has always given me a strong appreciation for the little things in life. And thank you to my mother, whose courage in dropping her whole life in Colombia to move to the United States for a better one has inspired me to push beyond my limits and achieve more than I think I can. Without all of you, I wouldn't be speaking here today, so thank you. The friends that we have all made throughout our high school journeys hold so much importance in the people we become today. Thank you to all of my friends who have always supported me, wanted the best for each other, held me to the highest standards, and always uplifted me. While we won't be in school together next year, I can only pray that the new friends I make are as supportive, kind, and genuine as every one of you. And now, I want us graduates to take a moment and reflect on the past 4 years. We have spent so much time balancing schoolwork, sports, social life, extracurriculars, and familiar responsibilities, and it's much easier said than done. I'm sure each and every one of you have gone through silent struggles while still maintaining yourself in all of these categories. Be extremely proud of yourself and thankful for your own perseverance, growth, and determination that has allowed you to come to this achievement tonight. Looking around, I don't just see the people I've gone to school with for the past 4 years. I see people who have quietly become different versions of themselves. I've seen some of you fall in love with a sport that has become a crucial part of your identity. Some of you are going into completely different studies and career paths than what you once envisioned for yourself in the past. I've seen classmates start speaking up more, hanging out with new people, and gaining new hobbies. And we've all even seen Mr. Stansberry go from using crutches to a knee scooter and now to a giant red moped. And I still wonder what the speed limit is on that. What I'm trying to say is that change is not always a dramatic shift, and most of the time it happens so slowly that you don't notice it until one day you're standing at graduation wondering where the last 4 years have gone. I spent much of high school being content in the background, so standing here tonight in front of all of you feels especially unbelievable, not because I've become a completely different, outgoing person, but because high school seems to have a way of revealing new parts of ourselves that we didn't know were there. We spend so much time thinking about what comes next that we often forget how fortunate we are to have experienced what came before. One day, we'll miss the things that we can't wait to leave behind, like the crowded hallways, slow walkers, and even Mr. Casparine's assignments. Tonight, before we rush towards the future, I hope we take a moment to be grateful for not only the people that helped us get here, but also for the changes that shaped us along the way. So congratulations again, class of 2026. No matter what the future holds for you, whether it's attending college, trade school, the military, the workforce, or if you're still unsure, I know that we are all going to continue to accomplish great things, and I can't wait to see how each and every one of us continues our growth. If you are worried about what's to come, please think back to the wise words of Mount Olive's very own Mrs. Hibbler, and remember that it is going to be what? Okay. Thank you again, class of 2026, and congratulations.
And now we would like to present valedictorian Jillian Moscatello.
Good Good evening to the faculty, Board of Education, Dr. Bangia, proud parents, honored guests, and my fellow graduates. As the president for 4 years of the class of 2026, this is certainly not the first time you all have heard me deliver a speech. But today, it is with both great sadness and excitement that I tell you this is officially my last. As we gather here tonight, it is safe to say that the emotions we feel are overwhelming. I've often said there has never been an event that I have been more ecstatic about and dreaded at the same time. Together, we've cried, laughed, and learned, and it is a hard concept to grasp that our time growing up together has come to an end. When we entered high school 4 years ago, we were children, scared to find our classrooms, afraid of the seniors, and completely unsure of what to make of ourselves. As we leave this place, as adults, the time to make the decision has come. So let me present you with this. What does it take to stand out from the person who is sitting next to you? We are all ordinary. We are all just people. Ordinary people who love long summer nights, days with friends and family, and a good laugh. But as we navigate through this next chapter of our lives, how do ordinary people become extraordinary? As I embarked on this journey my freshman year, a hard lesson for me to learn was that the key to greatness is not always being the best in every room, but being the one who is always in the room. When people ask me, Jillian, how did you become valedictorian? I can truly only come up with one answer, and that is by being consistent. I could stand here and tell you that I was born innately bright or that I've always been naturally gifted. But the truth is, I started by consistently doing my homework. On 2 hours of sleep, I worked. After taking the hardest APUSH test of my life, I worked. On days where I was distracted, on days where I was sick, whether it rained or shined, I worked. And I know my dad is smiling in the crowd right now as I say I did this because I embraced the phrase carpe diem, which is a Latin aphorism for seize the day. Every day, every hour, and every assignment counted in the quest to be extraordinary, no matter how tired I thought I was. Through maintaining consistency, the work that you do gradually stops being a chore. It's not something you have to do, it's something you just do. It becomes woven into your mornings, evenings, and daily choices, and it becomes a routine. Whether your story eventually takes you across the country, a few hours away, or down the street, there will be long nights. In college, in trade school, at a job, and down all other paths, there will be exhausting days, times of reflection, and considerations of giving up. But ordinary people become extraordinary, not by scoring every goal they've ever shot or hitting every note they've ever sung, but by showing up to the challenge every time, stronger, more consistent, and hungry for success than the day before. So yes, there have been quizzes that I failed, 5,000-word research papers that I thought I'd never finish, and nights where I had to sacrifice my sleep. But I never left a homework assignment incomplete. And perhaps that is the most important realization of all, that success is not built in a single moment, but through the choices we make every day, including today. As we age, there is no pause button. You're in it, here, right now, and as we enter new beginnings, this is a chance to start. Set a goal, embrace the challenge, and start working, whether it be tonight, after you go home, or tomorrow, right when you wake up. With all this being said, I would like to say a special thank you to the people who helped me get here today. Thank you to my dad for all the pep talks and late night conversations about my future with me, most of which he somehow related back to wrestling. To my brother Gavin for annoying me and making me laugh every time I was overwhelmed. And my sister Alexa for always being willing to have a sleepover or go on a drive with me when I was stressed. Thank you to my best friends and teachers, especially Mrs. Shaw and Mr. Grizz, for supporting me constantly, and the entire MOHS staff for making this place our home. I guess I can even thank Mr. Casperine, whose assignments never failed to make me go a little crazy. However, there is one person that deserves my thanks more than anyone, and that is my mom. The person who picked me up every time I fell, wiped my tears every time I cried, and cheered me on with every small accomplishment I ever made. Without a doubt, she never failed to remind me to just take it one day at a time. Without these people, I would not be standing here today. As I near the end of my speech, there is one more point that I would like to highlight. As seniors, I know we've all occasionally counted down the days until today. With our many responsibilities, decisions about the future, and stressful assignments, we've all wanted this chapter to end at least once or twice. But without even noticing it, the hallways we walked every day have now become memories, and our classmates will soon become people we just used to know. Some of us have heard the final whistle of our final game, said goodbye to teachers who have been with us for our whole lives, or might be moving away from a best friend who lives just down the street. Although we are all eager to constantly reach the finish line, please don't forget to slow down every once in a while. Sometimes it's hard to remember that our lives are more than just a to-do list, and they move fast. While working for the future, it is okay to take breaks. It is okay to live in the present, make mistakes, and appreciate the moment. Because already, our moments together are ending, and I hope that none of us ever become strangers. These days themselves are the good old days. Although we've all achieved this first milestone, our journeys ahead contain many more. And together, we can all defy being ordinary, which you've all proven already by being here tonight. So, if you could take away one piece of advice from my entire speech, allow it to be that consistency beats talent every time. You have to want it through your core and from the bottom of your heart, because if you work, you can win. If you rehearse for hours backstage, study every night, or train in the gym daily, success will find you. So as we learn to be adults and navigate through the unknown, be consistent, be relentless, and you can be extraordinary. As sometimes you can start by simply doing your homework. Thank you. We would like to invite Class of 2026 member Riley Thomas to the stage for a special presentation.
Each year, the seniors present a gift to the school at graduation. For the past 2 years, members of the class of 2026 collected 650 pounds of plastic bottle caps. Those bottle caps were cleaned, sorted, and then recycled into 2 6-foot benches. We, the class of 2026, would like to present these benches as our gift to Mount Olive High School. We hope that everyone enjoys them for many years. Thank you.
We invite the Mount Olive High School principal, Mr. Stansberry, to the podium.
You know, we're grateful for the weather that turned up, but a little bit later we'll also be thankful for the rain. So I hope you enjoy tonight's ceremony. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, Board of Education members, and our distinguished seniors. As principal of Mount Olive High School, I want to welcome you on behalf of our faculty to our 2026 commencement program. The class of 2026 has been absolutely exceptional. 82% of the graduates will be pursuing post-secondary education, and 60% will attend 4-year colleges and universities. 94 students have opted to remain in the state of New Jersey to attend one of our fine 4-year institutions, while 83 students will start college utilizing the resources of our community college network. 24 graduates will enter the workforce, and you heard earlier, 7 graduates from this class will serve our nation as members of the armed forces. Through the generosity of this community, over $55,000 was awarded by Mount Olive area sponsors. We appreciate their commitment and support in helping our young people make their dreams come true. 5 commended students in the National Merit Scholarship Program. 1 senior received honorable mention in the Morristown Festival of Books Teen Writing Contest. 32 students of this senior class earned their seal of biliteracy. Robotics, Team 11, top 3% in the world. Music department, accepted and performed at the All-Eastern ACDA Honor Choir in Providence, Rhode Island. 14 seniors in concert choir. Marching band performed at MetLife, and the Wind Ensemble Honors performed at the State Band Gala. Go ahead, that's awesome. For drama, Mean Girls, Freaky Friday, all kinds of awards at Bucks County Playhouse, Paper Mill Playhouse. We have an outstanding drama program. How about a huge round of applause for them? Air Force Junior ROTC program had an incredible year. 12 seniors in this class fulfilled all 4 years of the Air Force Junior ROTC program and are recognized today with red, white, and blue. 6 of those seniors are part of executive leadership out of a corps of 145 cadets. That's a tremendous program. 20 seniors contributed record-setting 2,804 cumulative hours of community service. And 5 seniors competed in this year's JROTC drill competitions and came home with 12 trophies, 6 first place, 5 second place, and 1 third place. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Our honor societies give back to the community and to various charitable organizations. We're very proud of National Honor Society, National Art Honor Society. We have 11 honor societies that were recognized tonight. All of them have done their due diligence in supporting many of our programs in our community. How about a big round of applause for all of them? In particular, the class of 2026, collecting 650 pounds of plastic caps, 100 pounds of aluminum tabs, 400 pounds of non-perishable foods to be given to the food pantries in town, facilitating numerous bake sales, revamping Senior Week, running Spirit Week, contributing 10 scholarships to the class of 2026, organizing and leading the Change the Music fundraiser, 4-year winners of Haunted Hallways, and 2025 winner of the Clash of Classes. How about a huge round of applause for the class of 2026? And their advisors and their officers. Our athletic programs exceeded and succeeded. Girls volleyball and girls tennis earned conference championships this year, while our gymnastics teams captured a state sectional championship. And our Special Olympics program was also represented with distinction, earning regional bowling medals. How about a big round of applause for them? First time in school history, back-to-back Morris County girls bowling champions. How about a big round of applause? Boys wrestling, historic season, claiming a Morris County district and state sectional and Group 4 championships. Both the boys and the girls wrestling programs produced multiple conference, county, and state qualifiers. How about a big round of applause? Spring sports added to the year's success as baseball won the Morris County Tournament Championship since 1991. That's a huge accomplishment. Flag football secured a divisional championship. Track and field athletes also excelled, producing individual champions and standout performances. How about a big round of applause? We also had the honor of celebrating multiple coaches who earned Coach of the Year recognition, a testament to their exceptional leadership. Big round of applause. Beyond team victories, our athletes consistently pushed boundaries with multiple players breaking conference, county, school, and even state records. That's amazing. This remarkable talent extends to their next chapters as 26 of our graduating student athletes will continue their athletic careers at the collegiate level. Big round of applause. That's a big number. That's a big number. It has truly been a year of remarkable achievements across the board, showcasing the powerful impact of Mount Olive athletics. Another round of applause for the class of 2026. As principal, I've watched you grow, not just academically, but as people. I've watched you celebrate victories with humility. I've watched you comfort classmates during difficult times. I've watched you volunteer in our community. I've watched you become leaders. Leadership, however, isn't about titles. It's about showing up for your classmates. It's about showing up for your families. It's not about being the loudest voice in a room. Leadership is choosing kindness when it's easier to criticize. Leadership is doing the right thing when no one is watching. Leadership is making someone else's life a little bit better simply because you were there. Our world doesn't need more people seeking attention. It needs more people making a difference. Graduates, your generation has inherited incredible opportunities. You can communicate with anyone in the world. You have access to more knowledge than any generation before you. You possess technology capable of solving problems we once thought were impossible. Technology may connect devices, but only people connect hearts. Artificial intelligence can answer questions. Only human compassion changes lives. Algorithms may tell you what to think. Wisdom teaches you how to think. Never allow convenience to replace conversation. Never allow opinions to replace understanding. Never allow screens to replace relationships. The world needs your intelligence, but it needs your humanity even more. Humankind. Be both. Soon, many of you will leave for colleges, universities, technical schools, apprenticeships, military service, or careers. Some of you know exactly where you are going. Some of you are still figuring it out. I got a secret for you. There are adults here who are still trying to figure it out. So don't worry about that. Life isn't a straight line. It's a series of unexpected turns. Some of the greatest opportunities you'll ever receive will come from doors you never planned to open. So remain curious, remain humble, remain teachable. Never believe that graduation means your education is complete. It simply means you've learned how to keep learning. You're nowhere near finished. Before you leave tonight, I want to leave you with a final thought. Years from now, no one will remember your GPA, SAT scores. Even fewer will remember who won particular games or who had the highest class rank. I don't believe that matters. They'll remember whether you were honest, whether you were dependable, whether you showed compassion, whether you made the world better than you found it. At the end of your life, your greatest accomplishment won't be what you earned, it will be what you became. So dream boldly, work relentlessly, serve generously, lead courageously, and love deeply. And whenever life presents you with a choice between being right and being kind, choose kindness. Because kindness is never weakness. It is one of the greatest forms of strength in the universe. Class of 2026, thank you for allowing us to be a part of your journey. Thank you for inspiring us. Thank you for reminding us why education matters. We are incredibly proud of you. As you leave Mount Olive High School, remember that you will always be Marauders. Carry with you the values you've learned here. Carry with you the friendships you've built here. Carry with you the confidence that you are prepared, not because life will be easy, but because you have proven you can overcome difficult situations. Go confidently towards your future. Go boldly towards your dreams. Go and make your families proud. Go and make your community stronger. Go and make this world better. Congratulations to the class of 2026. May your future be filled with purpose, courage, and one of my favorite words, joy. Thank you, and go Marauders. Dr. Bangia, As principal of Mount Olive High School, I certify that each and every member here this evening has met the graduation requirements stipulated by the New Jersey State Department of Education and the Mount Olive Township District Board of Education. I say ye, the class of 2026.
We invite the Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Sumit Bangia, to offer commencement remarks.
Good evening. Board President Anthony Giordano, Vice President Beth Ann Figuera, fellow board members, our exceptional faculty, proud families, friends, and most importantly, the remarkable graduates of the Mount Olive class of 2026. As your superintendent, it's truly an honor to stand before you tonight and celebrate all that you accomplished. Graduation is one of those rare moments when an entire community pauses at the same time to say we're proud of you, we believe in you, and we cannot wait to see what comes next. Class of 2026, as I thought about what I wanted to share with you this evening, I kept coming back to this simple idea. Sacrifice isn't about what you lose, it's about what you choose. We often hear the word sacrifice and think of something negative, something painful, or something that we're forced to give up. But I wanted for you to think about sacrifice differently. Sacrifice is really the evidence that something matters to you. It is what you are willing to do when a goal is important enough. It is a choice you give your time, your energy, your focus, your efforts to something that may not happen right away, but you're still pursuing. Every person sitting in front of me tonight knows something about sacrifice. Some of you sacrifice free time to study for a difficult test, prepare for a performance, compete in a sport, or lead an organization. Some of you balance school with a job, family responsibilities, or personal challenges that most people never knew. Some of you sacrifice comfort by asking for help, trying something new, or stepping into a room that you were not well confident in. And many of your families in front of you made sacrifices of their own, with rides, late nights, encouragement, reminders, support, all to help you achieve at this moment. That is what tonight is so meaningful. You're not here simply because time passed. You're here because choices were made. Effort was given, priorities were set, and little by little, those sacrifices became progress. As you leave Mount Olive High School, you'll hear a lot about advice that following your dreams, chasing your passion, and reaching your goals. I believe in all of that, but I also want you to remember that goals do not become real simply because you want them. Goals become real when you're willing to make room for them in your lives. That does not mean you give up joy. It does not mean you lose yourself or measure your success by how exhausted you are. Healthy sacrifice is not suffering. It's about purpose. It's about understanding that every meaningful goal requires a choice. Sometimes a choice will have you spend your time. Sometimes it will show you who you surround yourself with. Sometimes whether you keep going with the easier option is there to stop you. The question ahead of you is not whether life will ask you something of you. It will. The question is whether you're willing to give your time and energy is to be connected to the person you want to become. Class of 2026, my hope is you to choose boldly. Choose goals that excite you, challenge you, and make you better. Choose people who support your growth and remind you of your worth. Choose the kind of sacrifice that does not diminish you, but helps reveal what you're capable of becoming. And when the path becomes difficult, remember this moment. Remember that you have already proven that you can commit to something bigger than the moment in front of you. You have already shown discipline, resilience, and heart. Carry that with you. Congratulations to class of 2026. We're incredibly proud of you, and I have every confidence in that you have sacrificed the choice you make today to make sure you leave a life of purpose, fulfillment, and impact. Thank you, and congratulations.
We would like to introduce Mount Olive Board of Education member Mark Orzillo.
Good evening, everyone. To the faculty, staff, families, friends, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2026. Congratulations. Standing here tonight, I was asked to give a few words of wisdom. The problem is, Wisdom usually comes from people who have all the answers. And after raising teenagers, I can confidently tell you that none of us have all the answers. What we do have is experience, and experience has taught me something important. The world you're graduating into is moving faster than any generation before you has ever experienced. You grew up with smartphones, social media, AI, streaming services, and enough information at your fingertips to answer almost any question in seconds. Yet somehow, despite having access to everything, finding what truly matters can still be difficult. Your generation faces a unique challenge, not a lack of information, but an overload of it. Every day you're told what to think, what to buy, what success should look like, and how your life should compare to everyone else's highlight reel. My advice is simple. Don't confuse attention with achievement. In today's world, the loudest voices often get the most attention, but some of the most successful, happiest, and most respected people are quietly doing the work when nobody is watching. Character, integrity, keeping your word, showing up when you said you would still matters. Those things will never go out of style. You are entering a world where AI can write your essays, create artwork, and answer questions, but there are things technology cannot replace. It can't replace kindness, perseverance, it can't replace courage, and it certainly can't replace the value of a handshake and looking someone in the eye. Those human qualities will set you apart. Before I finish, I want to clear something up. Many of you think the adults standing in front of you tonight have figured everything out. We haven't. We're still learning, we're still making mistakes, and we're still trying to remember the passwords we created 3 months ago. The difference is what we've learned, that success isn't about having all the answers. It's about being willing to keep going when you don't. So as you leave here tonight, don't be afraid to fail. Apply for the job you're not sure you'll get. Start that business. Take the chance. Ask the question. Introduce yourself, because opportunities rarely show up when you're sitting comfortably on the sidelines. And remember this, your diploma is not the finish line. It's not even the starting line. It's simply proof that you're ready for the next chapter. The future doesn't belong to the smartest person in the room. It belongs to the person willing to learn, adapt, work hard, and treat people well along the way. Class of 2026, your generation will solve problems we haven't solved yet, create things we haven't even imagined yet, and lead in ways we can't predict. We are proud of what you've accomplished. We believe in what you're capable of, and we can't wait to see where you go from here. Congratulations, class of 2026. Now go make your mark on the world, but maybe call your parents once in a while. Thank you.
And now for the moment you all have been waiting for, the reading of the graduation roll and the distribution of the diplomas. Please welcome the Secretary and Treasurer of the Class of 2026, Mary Catherine Norris and Danielle Kabsaba.
Kira Lorraine Abruzzi. Giselle Julia Acevedo. Stephanie Agudelo Osorio. Seth W. Adjicum. Maria Sayeda Ahmed. Maria Nicole Alfano. Melanie Alonzo. Alejandra Herman Andrade Suarez. Emma Gabrielle Anglero. Kathan Anthony Pillai. Dylan Justin Antunes. Devin Marie Appleby. Ilkam A. Arakan. Sunset Ya Asamel. Isabella Maria Osaro. Barbara Elizabeth Ashley. Elena Courtney Attree. Leo Canonio Bacayo. Jack Thomas Bachgalupo. Maxwell S. Barr. Emerson Lynn Baisley. Janessa Shalom Molinola Baltazar. Megan C. Bamper. Liam Bartow. Brendan M. Battles. Antonella Valentina Bayeto Sanchez. Ethan Lewis Beecham. Rafaelo Bagaza Collado. Logan George Berg. Derek J. Berkowitz. Sammy Bickey. Jaden Bilgin. Noah Bruce Bermley. Jan Holden Bostito. Abir Bouslahim. Evan Aaron Bowen. William Elwood Briggs. Jocelyn R. Brooks. Lauren Nicole Bubnick. Deandra Bree Bogolowski. Kelsey Hope Burke. Juliette Erin Burley. Nicholas Cabrera. Danielle Ashley Kabsaba. Matias Andres Cadenillas Lopez. Brianna Caez. Devontae A. Calbert. Thomas Christopher Canning. Braden Anthony Caputo. Liana Caravaca. Nicole Carballo Vera Perez. Maria Jose Cardona Carvajal. Mateo Cajegas Casable. Matias Lozano Cascante. Paula Valentina Castillo Pezantes. LeGrand Jaden Castro. Lena Chris Castro Ritchie. Andres M. Cheeky. Dylan Edward Church. John William Ciafulo. Madison Olivia Clemente. Tyler Russell Clemente. Anna Marilyn Cafone. Raymond Manuel Colon. Gianna Canelli. Stephanie Lynn Consiglio. Samantha Braylon Celis Conti. Faith Louise Coronado. Jacob Bennett Kramer. Catalina Manuel Cuevas. Madison Grace Cullen. Daniela Marie D'Alessandro. Gabriela Da Silva Candido. Ava Rose D'Amelio. Bryce Anthony David. Angela Elizabeth Davis. Jet Thomas Davis. Isabella Rose DeCuba. Amaya Liani De La Cruz. James Michael Delos Reyes. Daniel De Los Santos. Marina Di Maria. Aiden Michael Tao Dijon. Milela De La Torre. Madeline Grace Del Gercio. Andrew John Di Maria. Raynell J. Derrick. Parth Ronak Dixit. Nises D. Doblado Funes. Micah Elliott Dorwang. Ileana Dominguez. Gavin George Chaplin Donahue. Logan J. Donahue. Ryan M. Dugan. Aralji A. Elliscar. Omar Elwan. Ashley H. Esposito. Matthew J. Evans, Jr. Nicholas Ryan Folletto. Keenan Farhan. Addison Kate Feeney. Brooke Ryan Feeney. Nialee S. Fernandez. Kiri Valentina Fernandez Morales. Morgan G. Ferrara. Sierra Marie Ferreira. Rihanna Christina Ferreira. Lexi Ann Fisher. Anthony Joseph Fiamara. Ryan Thomas Foley. Juliana Freda. Winston E. Friday. Sophia Fulmer. Cami J. Gabriel. Madison Marie Galdiri. Caitlin M. Galinis. Frank Gallo Jr. Louise M. Gamamu. RJ Neil Andrada Garcia. Valeria Garcia Alvarez. Elder Estuardo Garcia Cervantes. Samantha Grace Gardiner. Agnes Getchei. Paige Erin Gawant. Michael Nader Gobriel. James L. Giamanco. Ariel Gill. Mariana Gil Rueda. Andrew Goldsmith. Andrew J. Gonzalez. Nicholas M. Gonzalez. Prananti Gopal. Akash Gopal. Shannon Mary Govea. Nathaniel Grasso. Jafet I. Guerrero. Nicholas A. Guillen. Olivia Marie Giusti Martinelli. Swetha Gundala. Paul Ryan Gunderstorff. Ahmad Harach. Cheyenne Joy Lee Harding. David Raphael Michael Harmon. Bella Ann Hawken. Sean C. Hawley. Jacob Hunter Hawthorne. Stephen S. Hayek III. Kelly Ann Hines. Ariana Christine Held. Nakai Q. Hernandez. Martin Nicholas Hidalgo. Joshua Inoosa. Yennerson A. Hor Martinez. Robert James Hubbard. Sierra Marie Hung. Oliver Huynh. Rudra Jagat. Jael Elizabeth Jimerson. Iomide Akinpalumi John. Rochelle Ashley John. Mariah Johnson. Ryan M. Jones. Mason Alexander Jules. David Katzbrowicz. Addison Lynn Kaltsas. Andrew Katsaganis. Renalini Call. Benjamin Sean Kennedy. Emmeline Kircher. Jason Papafio Kesey. Sarah Kahn. Jameson D. King. Jenna Elizabeth Klatt. Aaron Logan Klein. Julie Maureen Knox. Sriram Kaustubh Kodamagula. Alexandra Livia Kolbiz. Dylan Matthew Kovach. Michelle Ann Kurt. Joseph Ryan Labruna. Matthew Jaden Lowrich. Maggie Rain Leary. Jacob A. Lenner. Diana Alexandra Liba Lagos. Michael T. Lombardozzi. Luis Lopez Beliar. Jennifer Nicole Lepresti. Dylan Jonathan Louie. Jackson Elijah Linar. Brielle K. Magrini. Victoria Marr. Eliza Mahmood.
Bara A. Mahmood. Catalina V. Mangoni. Alexander Marischal. Lauren Elizabeth Marone. Joseph Rami Masood. Litzy Mariel Mateo. Dara Matha. Richard Evan Madiskill. Alexandra Marie McGarry. Susan Michaela McMullen. Piliswe Alexis Mdia. Nev Lillian Carol Miner. Robexi Angeli Melendez Sanchez. Ryan Melendez Sanchez. Tegan Alexis Mendel. David Mendez. Karthik Pradeep Menon. Vidamia B. Mercado. Cassandra Medzina. Konrad Darush Milevsky.
Bill Y. Miller. Joshua Ryan Miller. Marin Ann Elizabeth Misagia. Dayton E. Misagia. Isabel Amelia Molina. Benjamin Molinero. Nicole Christine Moulter. Ethan T. Mombrun. Jonathan Daniel Moore. Jackson Isfen Morera Villafuerte. Jillian Day Moscatello. Anna Elise Michella. Devon A. Moses. Ajane Z. Muhammad. Nadir N. Muhaisin. Victoria Oliveira Munez. Lucas Musab. Emily Muonge Mukasa. Ankita Nandikanti. Jaden Dawn Wynn. Johan Tree Wynn. Samuel Nino. Kuringe Jaguna. Kyle Andrew Nordoff. Mary Catherine Norris. Aiden David Patrick Nurse. Nicole Madison O'Connor. Andres W. Ochoa. Jaziel C. Ona. Nicholas Orzillo. Romney Osei Poku. Viviana Paris Paez. Pertisha Panda. Adriana S. Parvez. Jack J. Pego.
Jaden D. Perez. Carly J. Petrovic. Jeremy Emmanuel Picado Vargas. Christine Mary Picarillo. Ryan V. Pasillo. Anthony Joseph Piemonte. Christopher M. Pintado. Oh! Sydney Castro Price. Grace Kathleen Puello. Faith N. Puglisi. Jeremy James Punla. Aiden Pertil. Connor J. Pertil. Josue D. Ramos Silva. Sidi Rohan Rane. Rachel Gabrielle Redmond. Jake R. Reiner. Matthew Eric Reiner. Brian M. Reyes Reyes. Michaela Risueño. Zachary T. Riviello. Iman Risk. James Anthony Rizzo. Jayla Amara Roberts. Marcus Roberts. Elijah Robinson. Maria Clara Rocha Rodriguez. Mia Giselle Rochlin. Megan Lynn Rodas. Dia Rodriguez. Evan Rodriguez. Caitlin Ritsana Rodriguez. Alyssa Lynn Rodriguez. Natalie M. Rodriguez. Zahir Uzziah Roker. Kira Victoria Roslin. Amy Melody Rubenstein. Cadence Jason Ruprecht. Timur Rustamov. Michaela Renee Ryan. Stella C. Salierno. Sevji Leila Salim. Kazia C. Salman. Michael J. Sanguino. Ethan A. Santiago. Emmanuel L. Saquicella. Lucas Christopher Savory. Christopher J. Shelfo. Joseph Onyx Shadlick. Cassandra H. Shear. Jenna Carly Schutten. Aisha Shaw. Hassan Ali Shah. Sophia Shaw. Zainab Shanaz. Arman Shankar. Sanvi Shankar. Akar Sharant. Alicia Zara Sheikh. Sophia Nur Sheikh. Liam Prophet Shelton. Cole A. Shilley. Michaela Bethany Siciliano. Zoe Anna Siphonius. Riley B. Simmons. Micaiah Danae Sinclair. Alexa Hope Smith. Alicia E. Smith Castillo. Molly Lynn Smythe. Sarabelle Solis. Flavio Caleb Souza. Julia Starzak. Lila Ann Sterling. Christopher Robert Strohs. Abigail Christine Margaret Stewart. Casper Sudol. Troy Sudol. Sean Sugrim. Samir Suleimanzada. Ryan Andrew Swaim. Adam Daniel Sweeney. Emily Mary Sweeney. Benjamin Adam Schweck. Ava Belen Tabaranza. Salome Tavares Figueroa. Kimberly Ashley Tabuada. Tyra N. Tego. Noah J. Tormina. Jaden A. Tatum. Anna Christina Tava. Ronit Anad Thakur. Riley M. Thomas. Alyssa Laurentine. Amaria Devon Triplett. Sophia Rose Trombley. Caitlin Tungman. Anthony John Turry. Pacifique Turakumwe. Jenny C. Yukadike. John Chunwe Umamadou Jr. Zoya S. Vidya. Mateo A. Valverde. Sahithi Varadarjula. Dylan M. Vitana Pradet. Samyuth Vijay. Eva D. Villafane Viegas. Devin M. Vida. Cole W. Vogt. Dylan Andrew Volpe. Emily Grace Volpe. Davis Daniel Waldstein. Anthony R. Walsh. Hope J. Weissman. Christian M. Whitaker. Ryan Matthew Whitaker. Michaela Rose Wilkinson. Colin Patrick Wilson. Suriana Jordan Wilson. Ziana Audrian Wilson. Zachary Ethan Winkler. Chloe May Winters. Carter Andrew Woods. Brenna Gale Wright. Colin Reynolds Ronco. Santosh Yanamula. Sobia Yasser. Wajia Yasser. James C. Yaboa. Rami O. Youssef. Caden Richard Zafaropoulos. Thomas Zaczek. Giovanni Isaac Zephyr.
Yeah, we have to wait for him to sit.
You're like, you're looking
Yo, smile.
Members of the class of 2026, please rise for the passing of the tassel.
Congratulations!